Structure eats strategy for breakfast. Correct. Structure eats strategy for breakfast. That's my statement. Now, ethics is one of the core values of my business. So, my business coaching framework is known as Ethical Business Growth Framework. In the last presentation, thanks to Cam and my two girls, I was able to present timeline therapy for the mindset, which I'm very passionate about. The other thing which I'm passionate about is strategy, which is lead generation. That is what we're speaking about. Ethical Business Growth Framework is an acronym of several stages of business. Lead generation, in specific, is a dream framework, what I call. If you speak to any small business owner, ask them what's your number one pain point, they would say cash flow. If you further ask what's your pain point, they would say lead gen. I would like to tell that lead gen was never a problem, is never a problem, will never be a problem if you follow these steps. So I'm breaking lead gen into 5 steps or bringing a structure to lead gen. If you follow this, you will never ever have a lead gen problem. Because it's a big topic and I have very limited time, I'll be very fast from now on. Hope you get that. So number one step of lead gen is clarity. You need to know who's your ideal client. What are their emotions? What are their triggers? What they think when they have a pain point? How many spouses they have? How many partners they have? Where they live? What they do? Which social media platform they are on? The last thing you want is your ideal client is 50 plus who are on Facebook, but you are actually marketing on TikTok. It's not the right thing. Your ideal client is actually in office from 9 to 5 and you are posting in between 9 to 5 when they are not on Facebook. So you need to know your ideal client in depth. What are their pain points? What are the triggers? What they think in the head, what they speak in their head, that exact words so that you can refine your message. I do that using ChatGPT and timeline therapy to start with. Yes, I use timeline therapy even at this stage to start with. Later, we can do market research, competitive analysis, and all other things to nail the client. Once you nail the client, you will actually match your business vision, mission, values, and goals, roadmap, everything based on the client. If your client avatar is incorrect, or if your client avatar is not proper, you will get this wrong. If you get this wrong, then the next steps will go wrong, which you will see just now. The step 2 is once you have clarity, you have to get your message right. Your one-liner for each and every avatar. For example, I pick Josh. Josh might have residential and commercial as 2 avatars. The one-liner for residential is different to the one-liner for commercial. The pain point in residential is different to the pain point in commercial. So you can't use the same one-liner for residential to commercial. It's quite different. So the one-liners are different for each and every avatar. You might have 4, 5, 10 avatars. So there are 10 one-liners. There are 10 messages. And that's how you would actually contact or relay your message. Because these one-liners are different, it is your one-liner, not your mission statement. Your mission statement differs from one-liner because one-liner speaks to one client, one pain problem, one solution. Whereas your message speaks, your mission statement is one grand old mission statement of your business. Step number 3. This is quite important step and what many businesses will not do because we feel it's hard. But this step, if we nail, it's like a task. You switch on, you get client. Switch off, you will not get client. So this step is your outreach mechanism. It is you initiating the first step to reaching your ideal client. To reach your ideal client, you need to know who they are, what to speak. That's why step 1, step 2 comes into picture. At this stage, you will call them, or email them, or message them, or even talk to them in Woolies, or bar, or pubs, or in any platform, or in BNI here. But you will make the first move. If you are making the first move, then it is an outreach mechanism. You can do it with events, with podcast, with gift, with ads. Even with ads, you can do an outreach. So which is called engagement way of ads. So there are many strategies here, but these are known as outreach strategies where you make the first move so that you get the conversations happening. Lead gen is a problem, means you're not having enough conversations. Simple as such. If lead gen is a problem, less conversation. If even after having conversations, if lead gen is a problem, that means one of these steps are not being done properly. So if you nail this, then you will never have a day where you will say that I don't have a lead, because you just have to turn the tap on. Fourth step. The fourth step is attracting or branding, which we all are very happy and comfortable of, because you don't need to ask. You just have to tell, I'm good, I'm doing the job well, I know what I'm doing. This presentation itself is an attraction strategy or an authority building strategy or a branding strategy. We being in BNI is a branding, authority building, and attract strategy where we tell we are good and we are best. Gavin does that very well, the advertising what he does. It's awesome because that's an attract, authority, and branding strategy. This works very good, but this takes time. If you're starting in business, getting the clients onto your books in this strategy takes time. It might take 1 month, it might take 6 months, sometimes years. So this strategy is an ongoing strategy. Step 4 is always ongoing, but you will do step 3 always. So step 3, step 4, you will work parallelly until step 4 takes over. When step 4 takes over, which is this one, your word of mouth, your referrals comes in quite easily, you can reduce step 3, but always have a muzzle for step 3, which is outreach strategy. Because if there is a rainy day for any reason, you can go to step 3 and get your clients. Whereas this one, you are relying on the hook marketing, sort of like, people will come to you. So step 3 is important at any case, and step 4 is your evergreen strategy. Step 5. Step 5 is like in a Slack channel I just forwarded one PDF, which is a lead magnet. So step 5 is having magnets. When you're working on step 3 and step 4, you need some sort of magnet so that your clients get attracted to or hooked to, so that you get your client on the table for the sales call. Now, you need many magnets based on your client avatar. The last thing you want is you go to a fishing expedition without a right bite. If you don't have a right bite, you can't catch the fish, even though there are thousands of fish in front of you. So you need to have a proper magnet or a proper hook so that you can attract the client. The client visits your website, but it should be so attractive that they give their phone number and email on the website. It should be easy for them. So what is a hook? What is a magnet? A hook, in an easy terms, is something which solves a very small problem of a larger problem what you solve. For example, again, I pick Josh. Josh might give some electrical stuff as a lead magnet, which is okay because it is a low-hanging fruit. He might give that as a lead magnet so that it solves a problem in the industry which he's working, but it doesn't solve everything. It solves a small problem to gain the trust. So this is used for gaining trust. The free report what Gavin and the real estate agencies and electrical and plumbing companies use, a free report. So that sort of a thing is gaining trust, and that's where you have the hook. So if you have these 5 steps installed in your business, then you will never have a lead gen problem. You will never have to struggle saying that I have a cash flow problem, because one of these steps is not will be wrong if there is an issue. You can do that using ChatGPT. market research, competitor analysis, and also I use timeline therapy to nail it the client. So this is my ethical business growth framework. This is for lead gen, giving structure for each and every part of the business, and then we dive into strategies so that we can fix the problems in the marketing and business. And of course, I use mindset strategies to make sure that I nail all of these steps. Thank you, everyone. Hope it